friends, welcome to today's workout. Today we are in a new location in my new basement. So welcome. I hope you feel welcome. LOL. Okay, anyways, today we have a quick little ditty. We've got 3 groups of 9 exercises that we are going to each do one time. So it's a no repeat workday. Each on is going to be for 1 minute, off is going to be for 15 seconds, so rest, transfer time, etc. And then we'll have a longer break after those groups of 9. It's 9 because it goes cardio, strength, and then at the end we have a left hand, right hand strength. All right, sound good? You understand what I'm going? All right, let's start with a little warm up. We're going to start by coming down with our hips, swooping our arms up and coming up, sending our hips back and down, up and back and down, up, just opening up all of our joints, starting to move the body nice and gently. One more time, and then we'll meet at the top. Oh yeah, arms out to the side, so little circles. And now once you've got the circles going, we're going to add in a side step. Now reverse the circles, so if you're going forward, go backward, or if you're going backward, go forward. And reverse again. And one more time. Perfect. All right. Now we're going to do some marching. So get those knees up nice and high and twist through the upper body. Shoulders pointed one way and then the other. Nice deep breaths here. You want to know that you're moving. You want to feel a little bit in your body, a little bit of increase in temperature, blood flow, heart rate, all those good things, but not be working too hard yet. All right, we're still just waking up. Moving our mat backwards. There we go. All right. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. No wide stance. Come to one knee and then the other. All right. Now send your arms out again and flip those hands up and down. Pronate, supinate, pronate, supinate. All right. Good times. Opening up through those hips, bending at the knees, good feelings all over. And 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Now we'll bring our feet underneath our shoulders and just start with some little pulsing squats. So not going too deep in there, just a little bit, getting our body warmed up, getting everything starting. Add in an arm raise if you're able. And at any point during today's workout, if you find it too much, then lower your intensity or take a little break and come back when you're able. Great work. Beautiful. And 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Now we're going to do some heel kicks. So one heel to the glute and then the other. If you do both at one time, you'll fall over. That would be no good. All right. Nice wide stance at the bottom here, like a mountain, so you don't tip over. We're going to start cardio, go strength. All right, so each group will have, oh man, now I really got to think about this. 4 cardios and 5 strengths because of the 2 strengths at the end. Great job. All right, 3, 2, 1. I hope you've got some weights, some water, a towel, and a yoga mat. Let's hop to it. Okay, I had to step away a quick minute to just make some alterations, but I'm back now. I've got my weights. I've got a yoga mat that hopefully is a little stickier. And we're going to start with 1 minute of jumping jacks. You can alter those into stepping jacks or increase them up into explosion jacks if that's where your heart lays today. Come on. Everyone wants to start. All right, 3, 2, 1. Join me in some jumping jacks. So we've got 1 minute on, 15 seconds off, 9 exercises. Remember, you've got your variations, so you can come into stepping jacks. Those work just like so. All right. Or come with me into the full-on jump jacks. Few more seconds. That hair is falling out already. Good start. Good thing we've got a 15-second break, okay? In and out, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. All right, we're going to grab our weights. Come into a back fly, so we'll hinge at the hips. No curve in the back. Strong back. Soft bend in the knees. 3, 2, 1. Up and down. Up and down. Breathing out as your weights go up. Controlling the motion as your weights come down. All right. If you're gassing out, do one arm at a time. If you're able to, do both. All right. Either way, you're rocking it. Pull your abs towards your spine. Try and focus on having a nice firm back. Your weights are heavy. You can absolutely adjust them for a lighter weight. Switch those puppies out. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Drop the weights. We're going to go some hopping left, right. Here we go. Whew. All right, get a little sip of water first. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Cardio number 2. Hopping left and right. Hop to my left, hop to my right. 1 step forward, 1 to the side. Okay, there's 1. Clap your hands twice. If it looks like this. Go up. Mambo number 5. Takes you back. I hope you got a music was playing so you didn't have to hear my little song there. You're rocking this. We're doing it. This is when your cardio vascular system is bumping. So your blood is flowing, your breath is going, and you're feeling like you might not be able to go all day. Might only be able to do 1 minute, which is what we're doing. If you're gassing out, come to little steps. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. All right, grab your weights. We're going to do some goalposts. Y'all know what that means. We're going to make our arms into the goalpost or the Texas key formation, like so. 3, 2, 1. And now squeeze those elbows together and release. Squeeze the elbows together, release. Breathing out as you push the elbows together. All right, imagining that there's a spring between our elbows, and our goal is for that whole spring to be touching itself, all cramped up. And then as we release it, it pushes our elbows back out. All right, tight abs here. Your core is sucked up and in. You can do this. Soft bend in the knees. Great work. If you're gassing out, 1 arm at a time. If you need a little extra, stretch those arms out and come to a full fly position. All right, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Okay, now we're going to do seal jacks, which is a sideways. We're going to go, oh boy. Okay, we're going to go crossing our legs over left and right. 3, 2, 1. Cross them over. All right. And once you've got that ready, then we're going to add in our arms. left over right and right over left, alternating the same as our legs. All right, 1 minute of these babies. You can also step them. Hard to step them like this. There you go. You can do that. All sorts of variations. Just feel it. 1 minute is a long time. You never know how long a minute is until you're exercising. Ain't that the truth? You're rocking it. Left over right, right over left. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Oh, all right, sumo squats with an overhead press. Grab your weights. There we go. Press them on your shoulders. Nice wide stance. Toes pointing at 10 and 2. 3, 2, 1. Hips back. And then push up. Hips back. Push up. Squeezing the glutes to the top, but always keeping a soft bend in the knees. All right? We don't want to overextend our joints, which would mean bouncing forward with our hips and putting pressure on our knee joints. If you're gassing out, just let your weights rest on your shoulder for a few reps. All right? Or maybe do one at a time. Okay, all sorts of options are available to you. You're rocking this. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. All right, now we're going to hop forward and back. Take a little sip of water. This is our last cardio of group number 1. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So hopping backward and forward. Some intense cardio I picked today, hey? Lucky you. If you want to be more intense, you can grab some weights, hold them at your chest. It increases your body weight, which increases your energy output. Great job. Beautiful work. 20 more seconds. Oh yeah, we're rocking it. Jumping is hard on carpet, oh my goodness. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Okay, we're gonna do ladies at the beach. On our left-hand side, we're only gonna do up and down. Send that hip up to the sky. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go, hip up, and down. Controlling the motion down, and then zooming it up. All right, try not to zoom it forward, just up. And also keeping your shoulder pointed to the sky. Breathing out while your leg goes up. And then if you need a little extra, slow that motion as it comes down. All right, and if you're finding this too much for your body, you can bring your hip down to the ground and come from a lower position. All right, again, many variations, all sorts of options for you. You want to keep your elbow under your shoulder, your core is engaged, my hamstrings are burning. Under 10 seconds and we'll flip it over to the other side. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. All right, side 2. We're really gonna burn. We don't generally do 2 sides in a row, I know. But somebody asked me to, right? All right. 3, 2, 1. Send that hip up and lift and down. Controlling the motion as you come down. Oh, the burn, I tell you, it burns.
All right. Point the shoulder up, keeping the elbow underneath the lower shoulder. Remember, if you're gassing out, come down to your lower hip on the ground and continue that motion. If at any point you need extra, slow the motion. When you're coming down, you can count to 4 like this. All right, and then push it up and count to 4. All sorts of variations. We want to be all inclusive of every body. 15 more seconds. Oh, my side butt. There's a serious difference between moving muscles 3, 2, 1, and working out muscles. All right, we're done round 1. Let's grab a sip of water. Okay. Glisten, grab your glisten towel and dab anywhere that needs it. All right, are you ready for round 2? We are going to start with round 2 on some fast feet. And that looks good. Here we go. You can grab weights if you want to increase your intensity. Again, after running, here we go. And 3, 2, 1. Get those feet going. If my feet look slow to you, I'm blaming it on the cushion carpet I'm on. This carpet is like soft and it makes me want to go slow. I'm going to blame it on that as long as I have it. So take that. All right, get those feet moving. Your feet are approximately underneath your hips or shoulders. Your upper body is firm, so your core is engaged. Your shoulders are strong, your chest is proud, and your feet are going as quickly as they can. Are you sticky yet? I'm a sweaty Betty. Oh yeah. Took me 12 minutes to get off. Listened up. Great work. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Grab your weights. We're going to do an Arnold press. So we're going to start at the top of the bicep curl, doing a twist and coming up. All right, it's a fancy up. 3, 2, 1. Fancy up, control the motion down. Fancy up, control the motion down. Breathing out as you push up, in as you come down. All right, if you're gassing out, one arm at a time. All right. Your abs are tight. All right, your knees are bent. Great work. You might be feeling this in your shoulders. That would be the goal. Beautiful work. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. All right, we've got some elbow knee squats. So we're going to come into squat position and then cross over elbow to knee. We'll start these in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squat, elbow to knee. Squat, elbow to knee. Breathing out as you come into that crunch. Okay. Now, if you want to make this more difficult, put your, oops, wrong way. Put your hands behind your head, which will make you crunch more to make your elbows reach your knees. If you're finding this a little much, just do your elbow, crossover, knee, crossover. All right, one and then the other. All sorts of variations. It's like variation day. Good, that squat nice and low. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Okay, we're going to get into plank position for a renegade plank, so you need your weights. Whew. All right, grab those weights. Pull them up to your ribcage one at a time. Don't both. We're going to follow your nose. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Up and down. Breathing out as you bring the weight up. One tip or trick for this one is to put your toes further apart. As far apart as your yoga mat will make you kind of more like a mountain than a bookshelf. So you'll be nice and strong, have a firm foundation, and you'll be able to keep a flatter back and hip area, which will make you not dump the proverbial plate of cookies that we talked about. Breathing out as your weight go up and controlling that motion down. Great work. Three, 2, 1. Awesome. All right. Vertical mountain climbers. So left and right foot, and then right and left, right arm, left foot. You know, alternating, like you're going up a real steep hill. 3, 2, 1. See how many stairs you're climbing? Really big, tall stairs? Oh yeah, super tall stairs. If you want to increase this, quicken your pace. All right, just like this. My eyebrow is leaking. Just about there. 10 more seconds. You're rocking it. And 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Okay, we're going to grab our weights for a tricep kickback. So we're going to hinge at the hips, soft bend in the knees, send our elbows up nice and high, just like this. And then we're going to send the forearms back. 3, 2, 1. Forearms back, and then control the motion down. Control the motion down. Control the motion down. The whole time keeping your elbows nice and high. Great work. Soft bend in the knees. Looking just, say, 3 feet ahead of your feet. All right, you're not cranking your neck up, but you're also not hanging your head low. Because you showed up and you're working it. So keep your head proud. Be happy and strong. You're rocking it. 20 more seconds. Slow that motion coming down again. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Okay, we're going to do some plank jacks here. You can either do stepping planks or plank jacks. So come into plank and out and in. All right, like so. But you can also step, step. 3, 2, 1. Join me when you're ready. Your abs pulling towards your spine. All right. Your shoulders are directly over your wrists. Sometimes they want to run away from each other, and you want to try and keep them as balanced as possible. And if you're gassing out, remember you can step for a while until you catch your breath a little. After this, we've got 2 cardios, no, 2 strengths, and then we get another water break. Oh, monkeys. 20 more seconds. Great work. a little break. There's no harm in having a break. And gassing out. 3, 2, 1. All right. We're going to come into tabletop position. We're going to do a hydrant. So we're going to keep our hips level, but open our leg and come down to a hover. Open and hover. 3, 2, 1. Open to the side and down. Open to the side and down. You don't want to be twisting through your core here. You want to be using your glutes to bring your leg up. These are called hydrants or dog at a hydrant. You may have heard of it. It's called that for a reason. That's so true. Breathing out while you lift that leg up. Making sure that you're feeling the burn in both your working glute and your supporting glute, because that is also working. If you gas out, just do a little knee tap at the bottom. All right, you don't have to hover if it's too much for you. All your fingers are gripping into the mat. Just about there. 3, 2, 1. Insert quick little child's pose before we go to the other side. Oh yeah, shake out those hips. Keep a little side to side. Could flip over or just switch sides. 3, 2, 1. Pulling the abs to the spine and now side 2. Side 2 always brings extra because all of these exercises do work both sides of your glutes. So you feel it on one side. When you do your first side, you feel it a little bit on your second side. And then as soon as you start your second side, it's like, whoa, the burn. That's just how it rolls. Breathing out as that leg comes up and either hovering at the bottom or lowering your intensity by adding in a knee touch. You're rocking this. Just about there. 10 more seconds. Shoulders above wrists. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Release. Let's grab a sip of water. All right, ready for round 3? We're going to start with some high knees. You can also be marching if that's where you're at, or jogging high knees if that's where you're at. All right, here we go. And 3, 2, 1. Get those knees as high as you can. This would be your jogging high knee version, like you're trying to jump over a very low fence. One day ask me about jumping low fences. Not a great idea in my case. You can also step your high knees, which is going to increase your core because you're automatically going to bring your knees higher. And if you're not quite there, come to a nice strong march, turning through the chest. All the options today. What did I call it? Variation day. All right. You've got some jogging, you've got some stepping, and some marching. There you go. You're rocking it. What we got next? Bicep curls. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Okay, bicep curls. Grab your weights. Start your palms facing the front. 3, 2, 1. Bring your weights up, and we're going to count 4 to come down. All right, bring your weights up, down, 2, 3, 4. Up, down, 2, 3, 4. If you're finding this too much for you, you can do a standard up 2 and down 2. Okay, just like so. Either way, making sure that you're breathing out while you're pushing up. If you're able to, slowing that weight down. All right, so many options. Proud chest here, so your shoulders are rolled back. Soft bend in the knees. Great work today, guys. We're on the third round of 3 groups. The third group, 3, 2, 1. My words don't make sense. We're gonna come down to bicycles. Bicycles per minute is tough, so if at any time you need to plant those feet and just do the top, or plant the shoulders and just do the bottom, you go for it. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Breathing out as you're crunching, in as you're coming down. Definitely igniting a fire in your belly. Halfways. So if you're gassing out, you can plant those knees and just go top, top. All right, left and right. Or you can plant the uppers and just go left, right, left. Okay. Just up there. We got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Oh, she burns. Oh my goodness. All right. We are going to come into a plank with a shoulder reach. Grab one weight, put it ahead of your mat. Into plank or half plank. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we're in plank, and now we're just going to reach one shoulder forward and tap that weight, and then the other side and tap. Excuse me. Breathing out while you add that reach in. If you want this extra, you can reach your shoulder up high. All right, so then that would be, technically it's actually shoulder flexion, but it would feel like full shoulder extension. All right, in other words, just tap, and if you're gassing out, come into half plank and continue on with that tapping. Like patty cake, patty cake. Okay. My abs are just burning from those bicycles for some reason. Oh my goodness. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're gonna do fingers and toes, which is an extended elbow knee. No squat, so just finger toe, finger toe. All right. Here we go. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. So you do get a little bit of a crunch here. All right. And you want to have as straight up a knee and an arm as you can go. Doing as quickly as you're able while still being able to continue, of course. Because we're looking at a full minute here. So you don't want to gas out after 15 seconds. Those are called Tabas. 20 seconds. Three, 2, 1. Awesome. We're going to grab a weight and come into a glute raise. This is not side butt, this is gluteus maximus. Don't you worry. Different muscles. 3, 2, 1. Push those weights up while you're constricting your abs, trying to get your abs towards the ground, and then pushing your glutes and your hips up as high as you possibly can. All right, pushing out while you bring your hips up, controlling the motion down. All right, and then really remembering that your abs and core are pulling down towards the ground. You're creating a little battleground. Also think about if you have a tennis ball or a golf ball or a beach ball in between your knees and you needed to hold it there, what would your knees be doing? They'd be squeezing towards each other. That is going to make your adductors in your upper thighs work, which is going to add a little intensity to this exercise. Great work. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. All right. We've got reverse lunges. Here we go. Alternating legs. We are almost done. 3, 2, 1. Left leg up and right leg up. Now, also here, you have many variations. You can do this standard lunge, just like we're doing here. You can jump the lunges, okay, like so. Or you can come into a pulsing lunge like this, which is no impact on your body. You do 10 of these and then switch sides and do 10 of the other side. All right. Whatever works for you today is amazing. We are almost done. Three, two, 1. Awesome. Okay, we're gonna get back to ladies on a beach. But a variation here. We're gonna lay our head down on our arm, pile up our feet on our knees. 3, 2, 1. And now lift that knee up and close. Up and close. All right, you want to have fairly good bend in your knee. You're going to be feeling this in a slightly different spot than in the ladies on the beach leg raise because we're using a different motion within the hip. If you're not feeling anything through your glutes here, then come up with your hip up off the ground and continue on. All right, you can also, if you have resistance bands, you can put them on your thighs and that will increase the intensity. One thing is to make sure that your knee that's moving, your upper knee, is always behind your lower knee. All right? These are all great exercises for anyone with hip pain. 3, 2, 1. Swap to the other side. This is our last exercise already, just like that. Breathing. All right, here we go. And 3, 2, 1. Up and down. All right, this is called the clamshell because the way your knees open and close. Okay, your shoulder is pointing to the sky, and you do have the variation of having your hip on the ground, which is really great when you're trying to figure out how to do this one. Just because there's a lot to think about. You need to have your core engaged. You need to make sure that knee is equal to or behind the lower knee, and also that your toes always stay connected. It's easy to forget that part and have your foot hovering or have your legs straight out. There's so many things that can go awkward or off course in this exercise. You want to be feeling this in both of your glutes here. Great work. 10 more seconds and we're on the cool down, just like that. Wham, bam, right? Yes. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. You did it. Great job. All right. Let's take a sip of water and maybe grab some glisten. Whew. It's a wafer. All right. Okay. We are going to start our cool down with stretching out that belly. So we're going to put our hands behind our backs and roll back those shoulders and then just push the belly forward. Look forward to the sky a little bit here. Breathe a nice, big, full breath of air in all the way to the bottom of the belly. And then release. One more time. Perfect. All right, now we're gonna just bring those arms back up a little higher, soft bend in the elbows. All right, don't overextend your elbows and just look up to where your wall meets the ceiling. And a big, big smile because you're done. Feel this through the front of your shoulders. And release. Perfect. Now we're gonna clasp our hands with our palms facing out, push them up to the sky, nice wide stance, and come over to one side. And to side number 2. And now hinging at the hips rather than curving through the back, we are going to come forward. You can have a nice juicy bend in the knees, but you want to have a long stretch, a long lengthening stretch through your calves and your hamstrings and your glutes. We worked our glutes hard today, so they probably definitely want to be stretched out. You can rock a little forward and backward. Rock a little yes, rock a little no, side to side. Oh yeah, feel that in those legs. Perfect. Let's attach both hands to one foot or shin or thigh. Deepen that stretch in that leg. And now we're going to cross on over to the dark side, also known as the right side. And deepen that stretch. Let your head hang low. Think the good thoughts. Back to center, hinging at the hips, coming up. All right. Now we're going to grab a wall if we need it, grab an ankle, and then stretch through that quad. So once you've got your knee nice and close to your body and you're in a fairly straight line, you can push your hip, not your belly, but your hip forward. That will deepen your stretch. You can also flex your foot towards the ground, and that will deepen your stretch in your quad as well. Nice deep breaths again. And 3, 2, 1. Perfect. All right, second side. Grab that ankle. Bring it in nice and close. Remember, once you're in line, you can either push your hip forward or flex your ankle. Perfect. Okay, now we're going to come into down dog position. Planting those hands, pointing your middle finger forward and pedaling it up. So bringing one heel towards the ground and then the other. When we're in downward dog position, you want to think about your hips going up high and back. So you're not in any sort of a tent position, but your hips are pushing high and backwards towards, well, in my case, the door, but I don't know what your setup's like, so I can't tell you what yours are pushing towards, I guess. All right, now we're going to take one foot, let's say our right foot, send her up high to the sky, do a couple little ankle twists one way and now the other way, and scoop it forward, cross it over your mat, and come into pigeon. You can come up like this, or you can come down. We're going to stay here for a little longer than usual, just because we worked those glutes extra hard, and I want to make sure that you have ample lengthening time. Also, this is a juicy stretch, and I love it. So there's also that. And 3, 2, 1. We're going to come back up. Whoop, back into downward dog. Pedaling those babies out. And now we're going to send our left foot up high. And do some circles one way, the other way. All right, and when you're ready, scoop her forward and join me in pigeon again. You can come down on your elbows. You can make a little wall with your fists and rest on your fists. You can come down to the ground, whatever works for your body. Remember, both sides are different. Each side is different, I think is the proper way to say it. So probably what you did on one side, you won't do an equal on the other side. You might do more or less. Maybe on one side, you can have your forehead touch the ground. On the other side, you have to have, I don't know, a foot between your forehead and the ground. That's okay. We got one side that's always tighter. You really want to be feeling this stretch on the outer side of your glutes, and it should feel really good. If it hurts, then come up a little bit more. All right, if it feels good, then sink into it. And when you're ready, we're going to send both feet back. Okay, we'll come into tabletop position quickly. We're going to roll through some cat-cow, so sending the hips and the shoulders to the sky and lifting our face. And then as though we're rolling in one position, we're going to shoot our shoulders and our back up high, and our head and our hips are low to the ground. And then rolling through again. Nice deep breaths while we do this. You can rock your body back and forth if that's what feels good. Perfect. Now we're going to touch our toes together, knees as wide as the yoga mat, send the hips back, and come down as low as comfortable for you. If you're able to, plant your head in the mat, maybe your chest reaches the mat as well. Just a few more breaths here. And release. Perfect. Great job today, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's workout, and I hope to talk to you again soon. Have a good one.